You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
What's up, Black and White Sports fans? John Matrix here, and I am back with another video. All right, folks, we're going to be talking about Skip Bayless today in this episode here on Black and White Sports. And you guys know Skip Bayless. He is pretty much the star, I would say, of Undisputed with Skip and Shannon. Now, however, in 2016, he left ESPN to go over to Fox, and he signed a 4-year, $25 million contract. That's a lot of money. It is. It's a lot of money, and Skip, I would say, is pretty much worth the money because he is pretty much the godfather of sports debate shows. If you go back to his ESPN days back in 2004 on Cold Pizza, they had First and 10, and it was like 4 segments on Cold Pizza. But however, they rebranded the show because the First and 10 was so popular that the show pretty much became a debate show, and Cold Pizza was turned into First Take. And Skip was a hit. Skip was a hit on First Take, and ever since he left, to me, First Take is a terrible show. I have not watched First Take since a little bit after Skip actually left, because they brought in Matt Kellerman and they got completely woke, completely political over there at ESPN. And at one point, they almost actually canceled the show when Skip was there. And I think that Skip was really, really upset about that because the company didn't have his back and he didn't renew his contract over there at ESPN. I don't know if they wanted him back or not, but Skip ended up signing a contract with Fox. And Undisputed was born with Skip and Shannon. But his contract ends at the end of this month, and there's no word on a new contract with Skip Bayless. Does Fox want him back? If they want to survive, the daytime talk show, morning debate shows, and you have the godfather of sports debate shows, yeah, I would try to bring him back. Because for one thing, we talk about woke sports a lot on this channel here. And if you watch Undisputed, the woke sports really does come from Shannon Sharp more than Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless says that he really doesn't follow politics. He's kind of, I guess, ignorant when it comes to politics, even though he's mentioned a few things about Black Lives Matter that didn't sit well with me. But I'm assuming that Skip really doesn't know what's going on with BLM. But living in the world that we're living in right now, I don't see how anybody doesn't know about BLM. Okay? And if Skip's contract is not renewed, I think that Undisputed will go into the tank. It will. I like Shannon, but he's a little bit too over political for me on the show. I've really started tuning out that show mainly because of Shannon Sharp. He starts preaching and he goes on all these political tirades, and Skip is just sitting there. He's like, yeah. But he doesn't really, talk politics. But Skip, he is 68 years old. And Skip is in phenomenal shape, man. The man works out. He's sharp. His mind is still super, super sharp. He's in great shape because he works out. He eats right all the time. He's been doing that for many years. I believe he actually said that he hasn't missed a cardio workout since like 1998 or something like that. He does it like every single day. He's a workout warrior. His mind is sharp, and he really hasn't dropped off at all, since 2004 when I was watching him on Cold Pizza. So do you guys think that Skip should actually come back to Fox, or do you think that Skip wants to do something else? Or do you think that Skip wants to retire? I don't think Skip wants to retire because he is married to his job. He's said it many times before. He's even said it on TV. His wife, Ernestine, when they went out on their first date, he said that, I don't know where this is going to go, but first and foremost, I am married to my job first. And still today, he loves Ernestine, but Ernestine is second to his job. He actually says that he actually sits in his office by himself. I believe he does have his dog Hazel sometime. He locks himself in his office. Ernestine doesn't really watch the games with him because he kind of goes crazy. he loves what he does. And he's good at what he does. I don't agree with everything that he says, Part of the reason why I believe that Skip is a hot draw on TV is that he is controversial with his takes. We all know that he is not a big LeBron James fan on the court whatsoever. And we criticize LeWoke James over here for being woke, but Skip really hasn't criticized LeBron for being woke. Because think of this, Skip is a white man. I don't think he can get away with criticizing LeBron being woke, because the sports media would probably really, really crush him. Actually, not even probably, they will crush him. Okay. But it does seem like lately Skip is kind of lightened up on LeBron a little bit more because of the political wokeness that's going around. But on the court, Skip has been the biggest critic of LeBron. He really, really has. But, he's the biggest Michael Jordan fan in the world too, But it is what it is when it comes to that. His takes are very, very controversial. It really, really is. But I can't believe right now we haven't heard a word about Skip Bayless actually coming back to Fox. He could be gone. He really, really could be gone. I mean, his take on Dak Prescott really, really did not sit well with a whole lot of people. And even the executives over at Fox had a talk with him about it. But maybe behind the scenes, and maybe they're having some struggles, locking down a deal. Right now we're in the middle of the virus going around, and a lot of networks on bringing in revenue. Sports is down across the board. Ratings are down. And maybe Skip is asking for much more money than what Fox Sports actually wants to pay him. But if you want to keep Undisputed on the air, I think you're going to have to pay Skip Bayless to keep the ship afloat. Because I don't think anybody does a better job at the debate shows than Skip Bayless. He eats, lives, and breathes debate shows. He does. That's what he does. That's what he's good at. You don't have to agree with his take, but you cannot deny he is the best in the business when it comes to these debate shows. He is the best. He's the godfather of it, okay? You just don't have to agree with everything he says, because we all know he has some wildly, wildly crazy takes on sports. But no word, and this is what, September the 14th right now of 2020, end of the month. That's it for Skip Bayless. I mean, if they don't renew a deal in the next couple of weeks, there's going to be no Skip Bayless on TV. Now, they got a couple of weeks. We'll have to see, but I'm thinking that behind the scenes is probably not going too well, is what I'm thinking, especially, over the last few days, with the whole Dak Prescott situation. But if I'm Fox, I'm trying to renew him, get a new deal done, because I don't think Skip Bayless is ever going to retire. I mean, he is just all into his job. That's what he does. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Is Skip Bayless actually going to come back to FS1 and be a part of Undisputed with Skip and Shannon? His name is on the show now. And if he doesn't come back, it won't be Undisputed with Skip and Shannon. It'll be something else. I don't know about Shannon Sharp's contract at all, but this video is mainly about Skip Bayless. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.